store. And man,
Absolutely.
it's Saturday morning. You know the trap houses around the corner is open, so we out here drunk trapping, man. So hey, without further ado, man, let me introduce y'all to my brother, Landlord for Alabama, because y'all know who it is, man. King Nefarious. Talk to the boys, man.
Yes, sir, man. You already know what it is. Landlord from Alabama. Your plug for everything about America's team, aka him Duncan. You understand me? Shout out to everybody rocking. Make sure y'all go like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We in the building, man. Let's get it.
Indeed, man. So hey, bro, I know you was not out there, in tune, last yesterday, but they posted some bullshit yesterday about our coach, man. Like they really had a slander job, placed out on Mike McCarthy. So I'm gonna share the image, and we're just gonna talk about this stuff real quick, man, because this is scandalous. You know what I'm saying,
Foolery. Foolery.
man? Hypocrisy. all the bad words, man. All the big bad words, man. So let's just go down this list and just look at some of these coaches they got ahead of OG Mike McCarthy.
Okay, first of all, first and foremost, they got him ranked as the 21st coach
They
in
got him ranked
football.
21st. They got him ranked as the 21st coach in the National Football League, bro.
Tell me on this list right here, right? I ain't even got to look at it yet. Tell me how many of these coaches went 12-5 back-to-back years recently, like in the last 2 years. Tell me how many of them did
Oh, not that many.
it. Tell me how many of them did it. It's ridiculous, man. This is why we tell y'all don't pay these people no mind. They are foolish. You understand? We use they platforms for data, but when it comes to stuff like this, rankings and grades and stuff like that, man, no, sir. We do not accept that form of currency. That's foolishness. You know what I'm saying? The 21st best coach? Is y'all crazy? Then
Nah.
they got Doug Peterson on here, and this man ain't did that since the Eagles. Then let's see, they did okay last year, but not 12-5 back-to-back years. Then Mike McCarthy already got a Super Bowl. They got the ball on now from the Giants. Like, what's going on? Belichick ain't did that in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
Pete
listen,
Carroll. Man, Sean Payton got the same resume as Mike McCarthy. Like, I just don't get what these people be talking about.
so just to say it like this, there are only 9 coaches in the NFL that have Super Bowl wins. Mike McCarthy is among them. So just by default, Mike McCarthy cannot be outside the top 9 coaches in the NFL. If the ultimate goal is to win a Super Bowl, right? Mike McCarthy is one of the only few guys that's done it. Right. Then you just mentioned, you mentioned a couple of times he won back-to-back 12-win seasons, which was the first time the Dallas Cowboys did that since the 90s.
Yep.
Well, those 24 wins are the second most wins by a coach over the last 2 seasons. The only coach who has more wins than Mike McCarthy the last 2 seasons is Andy Reid.
That's what I'm saying, man. And like you said, this man had a decade of top 10 offenses and, won a Super Bowl, but they still playing with our coach. And Mike McCarthy, I told y'all, I don't give him all the credit, but he is one of the people that changed the culture for the Cowboys. He did. He get a big stake in it, though.
Yes, listen, bro, do you remember there was a time in our history we could not win games without Sean Lee?
Facts. If one player was off of our starting team, we was finna lose. One player. Now you got it different because look, Mike McCarthy winning with who? Backups. He winning with a backup quarterback.
Quarterback.
This is a whole different reality we in these days. Think about it. Compared to Jason Garrett, we just said if one person, it could be a backup. If he out the game, we finna lose, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
It could
talk.
be the snapper, the long snapper. If he's not there, we lose. Jason Garrett can adapt at all. Mike McCarthy winning with a backup quarterback.
Man, listen, we out here missing offensive linemen, out here missing players out the secondary, out here missing all kinds of key contributors to our team. But Mike McCarthy, he's still figuring it out. He still finds a way to get the most out of his players, put them in position to win. And he really has set a winning pedigree and a winning tone to this team. even when in 2020 when Dak Prescott wasn't there, we were one game away from making the playoffs. And it was listen, it was because we were in a bad division. At the same time, we were in we put it together towards the end of the year.
We always, man, I'm telling you, we ain't been doing nothing but good things since Mike McCarthy been in the building. So for the people that be talking crazy like he ain't good like that, man, I just don't understand it. And this is why you don't listen to the mainstream people. You know what I'm saying? They just say stuff. Now they knew that them having Mike McCarthy ranked that low was gonna get them some clicks. They knew that. They like, hey, they gonna be the topic of discussion, and we fell right into their hands. We need to start just ignoring this foolishness or something.
So these are the overall wins, you know what I'm saying, for current head coaches. Mike McCarthy has the 5th most wins. He has 166 wins. Tomlin has 171. Carroll 172. Reed 269. Belichick's 329. So Mike McCarthy is top 5 in wins. He's number 2 in wins in the last 2 seasons, and he has a Super Bowl win. Then
explain how he's 21.
Listen. I don't like to throw anybody under the bus, right? I don't like to talk crazy about other coaches, but they got Staley from the Chargers ahead of him, who has not even won a playoff game with that team yet. Matter of fact, they were on the losing end. They had a 27-point lead and lost that playoff game. One of the biggest postseason losses in history.
Wait a minute, these ships just snapped because he ain't lying. He said people title YouTube videos about the Cowboys and don't even be saying that. I swear I done got a catfish like that a couple times. They'll say Michael Parsons Cowboy, and then it be the whole video about a whole nother topic. They ain't said not one word about the Cowboys.
Boy, they had to talk about tilapia fish.
They crazy, man. They already know how to get them clicks. So you absolutely right, these ships.
Yeah, so they got Staley ahead of him, who damn near lost his job. Like people aren't talking about that. They got a guy who damn near lost his job ahead of him. Campbell is somebody who has not even made the playoffs with his team yet with the Lions. Smith, Atlanta ain't did shit. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like the best thing Atlanta's done is draft Bijan Robinson.
They got Ron Rivera over Mike McCarthy.
Watch the Commanders haven't had a winning season since 2016.
LaFleur
didn't make the playoffs last year.
O'Connell
got upset by Daniel Jones and the New York Giants, as a 3 seed in the playoffs.
You can just throw all kind of shots at these goofies. All you got to do is just name their name, and it's gonna be an easy answer to why they don't supposed to be over Mike McCarthy. Like easy, simple. Like this is craziness.
Yeah.
Now I can see the allure of some of these respected coaches like Andy Reid, Belichick, Tomlin, but Peyton. I mean, bro, to be honest, Mike McCarthy should be in that lineup right there.
Yeah,
Mike McCarthy should be, I'll say, behind Peyton.
Yeah, and listen, they got Sirianni
or in front of Peyton. Either one being real.
Bro, they got Sirianni in front of as the 5th best coach. So this man
just visited the Super Bowl and never won one.
Yeah,
and that gets you more respect than the guy that got one. See, I just don't get it.
He said, I'm firing headshots. Listen, I'm just saying, listen, you did what you did. Your resume is your resume. You know what I'm saying? If your resume, says that you're, you only got a high school diploma, then you only got a high school diploma. So, they should not feel offended when I mention that the guy I'm defending has a bachelor's degree.
That boy said number one bullshit guy. Shout out to Boss Cowboy, man. That's a perfect drop, boy. Because this is exactly what this is. Straight wee woo. Like it makes no sense at all. And then this is why I tell y'all, you got to be careful about who you follow, because this makes no sense to even act like this is a rational thought. Like this is obviously clickbait. Obviously, because nobody is that crazy. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just saying nonsensical stuff just to get the crowd wrong. Because I can't even The thing about being rational, you supposed to be able to understand why somebody will think like that. I can't even understand why you even think like this. So I know this is just craziness. Like, nah, I ain't taking it, bro.
Nah, listen, it doesn't make no damn sense, bro.
None of it.
You know what I'm saying? You can't even rationalize this stuff. Listen, I understand Bill Belichick. You know, probably the best, coach of this generation, 6 Super Bowl wins. I understand Andy Reid. He just won a Super Bowl last year.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
Andy them is him now. Andy and Belichick. I can't argue nobody saying Belichick better.
I
You know what I'm
understand.
saying?
I understand Mike Tomlin. He been to 2 Super Bowls, won one,
Yeah.
has never had a losing season as a head coach. I understand. Some of these other guys up at the top. I could even understand people like, well, Sean Payton went to a NFC Championship game more recently than Mike McCarthy. I'll give him the edge like that. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But like these other guys that they ain't even sniffed the Super Bowl, ain't even won no playoff games. Teams don't even have winning records.
People that just visited the Super Bowl like the fans and left with nothing.
Exactly. Dak Prescott should be up on this list. Then he went to Super Bowl.
He went just like them.
Yeah, he went got a trophy and left. So really, he might Dak Prescott might be more qualified than Sirianni.
Straight up, because like y'all parading and pedestalizing people who just visited. Nah, we ain't doing that. Over people who actually got the hardware. That don't make no sense.
Yes, and they play at 4-10. Okay, you talk about your team. That's what's up, man. So it's Braves. But yeah, man, I don't understand it. It's and listen, it's low hanging fruit. It's easy to sully anything attached to the Dallas Cowboys. Because remember, instead of they do it with the players too. Because instead of hearing Trayvon Diggs for having an 11 interception season, they started talking about yards surrendered. Like that was groundbreaking.
You see, they ain't even mentioned nothing like that this year.
No, they have not.
You ain't seen them say nothing like that this year.
I couldn't tell you how many yards that Diggs gave up this year. Probably not a lot because they didn't mention it. Otherwise,
it was coming. It was household knowledge last year. Exactly how many yards that Diggs surrendered. It was household knowledge. Everybody knew this.
Allegedly.
Can anybody in the chat tell us this year?
Nope.
You'll see all kind of trolls in the chat. Yeah, Diggs gave up this amount of yards. Where those people at? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So and that was super goofy. And then same thing with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has never been known as a quarterback to throw interceptions. But the 1 year that he throws some interceptions, that's all people talk about, interceptions. And they can't tell me how many interceptions he threw the 6 or 7 years before that, but they can tell you how many he threw this year, right?
Exactly.
So it's low hanging fruit. And what's even worse about it is like Mike McCarthy has done nothing to even be scrutinized like this. Like we be pointing out. Let's go through the list, right?
Yeah.
He got a Super Bowl, right?
Facts.
He got the second most wins in the NFL the last 2 seasons, right?
Facts. He top 5 in the overall, right?
Top 5 overall for the active coaches, right?
Facts.
Okay, top 10 offense for 9 straight seasons, right?
Facts.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh damn.
So where in that resume do you hear 21st best coach? Where about in that resume? Because make it make sense. We looking for it. We searching for it. See, this is why like people. I don't think people understand when you do all this clickbaitish type content, man. You lose credibility. Because content creators like us, this is what we do. We're going to call you out. We ain't going to let it slide. No, we're not. No, because that's nasty work. That's bad work. That's foolishness. That is buffoonery. All kind of big, stupid words. That's what you need to be hearing. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we're not just going to allow you to say crazy stuff that has no truth to it. That's crazy.
Man, real talk. And listen, if there was some kind of truth to this, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, yeah, he's deserving of criticism. He ain't did nothing wrong.
Man, Mike ain't did nothing since he became a Cowboys coach.
He ain't did never win games.
He ain't did nothing. Now, okay, the only knock you can have on Mike McCarthy is for him coming in here and letting Kellen Moore be the play caller, and maybe it's some time management stuff. But bro, every coach do that. What people don't realize, a lot of coaches be having little issues like that as far as time management. Like that's a normal thing, especially Now, I believe, to be fair, most of them coaches do be calling plays, but you know what I'm saying. Most coaches do have a little issue with time management, or they have their flaws of their own. Like no coach is perfect.
No coach is perfect at all, man. Like, listen, Andy Reid has clock management problems.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
don't even hear about it.
You don't hear about it no more. Andy Reid, had issues, being one dimensional. All he want to do is throw the damn ball 40 times. They used to say that about Andy Reid. So like, there's nobody that's infallible. When this comes to coaching, this stuff is not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, there's no do this, do that formula to successfully winning games. You just got to figure out how to get it done.
I bet Mike McCarthy feeling like this is an ambush. Look what you guys report said. She said Mike McCarthy is guilty of one thing: coaching America's team.
Facts.
Now look, think about it. Look at the media press and all the criticism and stuff compared to when he was in Green Bay. I bet he look around like, boy, am I in an ambush? Like he used to be sleeping peacefully. Now just because he become the Cowboys coach, he get all this spectacle of all kind of media hit pieces and stuff on the man. He like, what's going on? Like, this man ain't did nothing.
Man, he didn't like y'all said. The only thing that he did wrong was agreed to be the damn coach.
Cowboys coach. Yeah,
he'd be out somewhere sleeping peacefully at night. If he didn't have
to back-to-back 12-5 seasons.
Yeah.
Let them do back-to-back 12-5 seasons in Washington. Boy, they'll have a statue of him. They'll have a statue of him in Washington.
Boy, hey, the Giants too. People were like, the Giants made the playoffs last year. They ain't won 12 games in a long time. Like 2016.
Man, Washington have a monument of Mike McCarthy over there. Y'all up here playing on the man.
Man, they do my boy wrong, man. They've been doing my boy wrong for a long time. So yeah, and let's talk about something a little bit more positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a listing that I like. So, these are, and I know it's inverted, but these are the top 32 duos at right and left tackle in the NFL. They got Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata first. They got the two boys from the Vikings second, Penei Sewell and Taylor Deckard third. But they got Tyron Smith and Terrence Steele, fifth overall as the 1-2 punch at the tackle positions. So what do you think? What do you think about that? Like, is that too high, too low, just right? Is it fair?
I think it's decent. It's pretty fair, especially given the health concerns for both players. Tyron a little over the hill. He's close to retirement than he is to being in his prime. And Terrence Steele is dealing with an injury. He's in rehab. So given those circumstances, I wouldn't mind them being that low. And like, we know Terrence Steele shine as a run blocker. Now I would like to see his pass blocking grades, honestly. If you don't mind pulling that up. Cause I know Tyron Smith, he's always, when he's healthy, he's still one of the better left tackles in football. That's why I've been fighting for him, because I feel like he should be able to play it again one day. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, let me go ahead and screen share this for you since you want to take a look.
Cody said I missed the super. Let me see. I don't see no super, Cody.
Hold on. I think West Coast just popped in here, man.
Shout out to Big West Coast, man. What's happening?
Wes, what's up with you, cuz?
Cody.
What's up, man? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, my guy.
Let me see my.
Oh, you said it's on the stars. Hold on, let me see. It's on Facebook.
So yeah, man. Hey,
why is it? Let me connect my channels. My channel connected.
Go ahead. No, connect your channels.
I'm trying to. It's not letting me. All right, I'm gonna log out and then log back in. Let me see.
Okay. But yeah, that's exactly what you wanted to see. I got Terrence Steele's grades right behind us.
Okay, Cody Minick said with the 400 stars, appreciate you, bro. He says, we will bull sugar. And like Law and that's Law and Boss Cowboy, man. Shout out to them. Thanks. He said, thank you, boys, for real content. That's turned me into a smarter fan. We appreciate you, sir. We appreciate you. This is why we got to do this, man. Because look, y'all will be at the job, at the workplace, letting people throw these kind of bullets at y'all. And y'all might not even be aware that it's all we will. You know what I'm saying? You might not even be aware. That's why we got to sit up here and show y'all how wrong that is. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So, Wes, were you able to do it?
Oh, I don't know why it's not giving me. It's not giving me like the little thing at the top where it says, where.
That's weird. Let me see. Facebook, YouTube.
Let's see. Building is playing. Why is in the air, huh?
I don't know why it's doing that, fellas. My bad.
They
It's
hate
all
on
good.
us. How you doing out there in El Paso, sir?
I like it, man. I like it. Let me see if I can. Make this a desktop mode and see if I can do it then.
All right. So real quick, hold on. Let me see with Kinfolk. Did it not pop in this time either?
It's just not, at the top where it just says drunk Trappin with. It just says your name up there, but it doesn't see where it can say like it's where it says like edit your channel, like add your channels.
That's so weird. Let me try and send you a different link and see if it'll attach to it.
Okay.
All right, so I sent him a different link, so we're gonna see how that works out. But yes, he did not have a good pass blocking grade. At least compared to his run grade. Like, he is dominant in the run blocking. He graded out as an 82.1 as a run blocker. Pass blocking, however, 63.7. I know that, and that's in terms of Terrence Steele.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I figured he was more dominant in the run game, but I still like him in the pass game too. I think he's just gonna get better and better at the pass block.
Well, I mean, like, he's a right tackle, so I'm not saying that pass blocking is not important, but he's not on Dak Prescott's blind side. Like, Prescott himself can mitigate some of the pressure, because he can see it coming from their side. It's the left tackles that got to be complete athletic freaks and dogs to handle these dominant pass rushers that the quarterback can't see, because that really is the blind spot of right-handed quarterbacks.
But I done seen Dak navigate this time and time again. Like in 2020, he had a terrible line, and he still balled out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the last 3 seasons, the line has been subpar, because you're just talking about pass block win rate, and it's not the perfect metric for pass protection, but just pass block win rate as a unit. They ranked 28th last year. The year before that, they ranked like 23rd. So it's not really a team that's been standing on their morals in terms of protecting their quarterback. And you're like, well, Dak hasn't been sacked that much, but like, you got to factor in the holding penalties. You're not if you're not getting whooped, you're not holding. So you got to factor that in along with the pressures, the hits, and the sacks. That how you end up being ranked that low. Hey, shout out to Marvin. Oh, that's Coach Marv, man. Salute to Coach Marv for the raffle entry, my guy. Appreciate you for the love and support, brother.
Shout out to Coach Marv, man. Where you at? I ain't seen you in a minute, Coach.
Yeah, man. Thank you for tapping in, man. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Absolutely. Make sure y'all, the people coming in, sliding through, make sure you hit the like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's take a like break. Make sure y'all support the content, please. Please support. But yeah, man, I'm excited about this O-line, really. The only worry is the guard position and how they want to assemble these. I'm just happy they saying best 5. That's what I'm happy about. I'm happy about the best 5 thought process, because they could be saying, hey, we're not gonna move nobody. We're just gonna put somebody right here.
Facts. And listen, Tyler Smith, man, like, their initial plan before the Tyron Smith injury was to have Tyler Smith play left guard for them. They said that he would be a guard, the starting left guard of today and the starting left tackle of the future. The future came faster than they wanted to due to Tyron Smith, tearing his leg muscles, whatever the injury was. I know he hurt his leg, so that happened. That is what made Tyler Smith your left tackle to start the season. Well, Tyron Smith is healthy right now. Tyler, graded out well, but not well enough to bench Tyron for him. So I'm glad, that they're talking smart now. I would hate, for they say Josh Ball will be your starting left guard going into the season. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Man, I don't want to see Josh Ball out there at all.
That's goofy.
Shout out to everybody sliding through, man. Shout out to Cowboy Brian in the bed. Shout out to Miss Regina Green. I ain't see you. Shout out to everybody rocking, man.
Hey, salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Q Ball, Raymond Salas, Coles Cowboy, Richard Evans, Steven Harrison. Salute to y'all, man. I'm appreciative for y'all tapping in, spending y'all Saturday morning, listening to us ramble on about these damn Cowboys. It's love there. So I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. And I'm happy about the best five analogy though. I'm just interested in seeing how they set it up. That's all.
And listen, as long as we assess the best five the same way that they assess the best five, as long as they go out there and say and stick with the best five that they said, Steven out his mouth said what the best five was, and I think that's really, what sold me too, because that's the five we've been talking about all off season.
You know what's weird though? They got Tyron and Terrence, right?
Uh-huh.
Which one of them gonna be the right tackle? That's both. That's basically, it might be two right tackles right there.
Man, listen.
That might be two right tackles. That's what's interesting.
You said Tyron and who?
Terrence Steele.
Man, ain't no way in hell that they can go out there. Who gonna be your left tackle then?
This what I'm saying. The young kid, Tyler Smith.
Quit playing with me.
That's who he been.
He need to go take his ass back to left guard.
That's a simple solution, but that ain't what it don't seem like they want to do that.
Listen, I don't want to exercise and eat right either, but I'm gonna die if I don't do that. I'm gonna die way earlier. So just because you don't want to do something does not mean it is conducive to the overall health of your team. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to.
Should have told Zach Martin that then. How about that?
What you mean? I should have told Zach Martin what?
Should have told Zach Martin that because he didn't want to play right tackle. Remember?
Because he got hurt.
He didn't do it.
And because he got hurt. And guess what? He said he ain't going back. And guess what?
I ain't got time for that. No. Nope.
Exactly. Like, yeah. Exactly. Nah, I don't give a damn. He need to be on the field.
Over there. Just imagine, Coach. Well, he gold jacket, Zach though, but just imagine the coach say, "Hey, we need you right here." You like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm straight, bro."
Exactly. Listen. No, that's just like if you went to Dak Prescott, hey man, I need you to play wide receiver right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Like nigga, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't sign up for this. I ain't finna do that.
Hey, Dak actually do got a touchdown kid, so hey, Dak gonna do what is necessary for the team, sir.
Sir, he's not gonna go out there and play a whole game at wide receiver.
He play running back too, so don't play with that. Don't play with that.
Don't play with Dak like he a running back. Don't ever put Dak in running back. You talk about Jalen Hurts, sir.
Hey, he run the ball and he catch the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
he like that.
Okay, he like that, but he ain't out there playing wide receiver. This is my point, man. Like sometimes, in your job description, that stuff just ain't there. Like that stuff was not in my boy job description to go out there and play right tackle. He said, I am a right guard. You pay me to be a right guard. When you give me some right tackle money, I might go out there and be a right tackle. Because tackle money different than guard money.
Absolutely. But let me see. Which one of these, well, we already talked about the young tackles, but which one you are like would be comfortable with if we had to play him, if it was a must?
What you mean? Like who? What's the conversation? Like which tackle?
Any other young lineman, who would be your guard right now?
If I had to,
outside of Tyler Smith.
Oh, if somebody had to play outside of Tyler Smith
Yeah.
at left guard,
Worst come to worst. Imagine Terrence still ain't ready because he ain't ready right now.
Matt Fournier will have to play left guard for me.
Fournier.
He's been there longer. He's been there longer. Unless one of the young kids show me something in preseason or training camp, you know what I'm saying? But right now, you know, Matt Fournier would be the guy. You know,
What about Chuma Idoga? You good on him?
Everybody else was good on him. That's why he's here. Wes, what's up with you, man?
What's up, man? I don't know why it's not letting me do it, but I'm about to say F it in a man. Just say let's go.
They just keep trying. I have nowhere to be, so you know, we'll take as much time as you need to get it sorted out, so your page can also get this content.
Well,
Yeah.
I have things to do. I can't say that. I have places to be, but yeah, we got time though.
Yes, we do have time.
All right, well, let's just knock something out real quick, man. It's all good. It's enough content to go around.
All right, well, I tell you what.
Let's do like 10, 20, 15 minutes, and then I'll get dressed, and then I'll get back on here and do something else later.
All right, that sounds good. So listen, we came onto the show, and we were talking about Mike McCarthy being the 21st ranked head coach according to this.
Hey, can I just promo some stuff real quick?
Of course, hell yeah.
All right, real quick. If you're in the El Paso area today, you need to come out here and mess with your boy. I got Cavante Turpin coming in today. I got to pick him up from the airport at 2:00. I got Dorrance Armstrong and Neville Gallimore. We picking him up from the airport at 3. We'll all be on the stage at 4:30. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to come out, meet 3 Dallas Cowboy players, 1 being a Pro Bowler, Cavante Turpin, 2 being Dorrance Armstrong, has 6.5 sacks, and Neville Gallimore is just a disruptive force on the defense. If you want to come out and meet these guys, tickets are only $50. You're gonna get mad action, mad interviews. ESPN radio is gonna be in the building too. And other than that, God is good, man. And shout out to ESPN El Paso yesterday for the interview, man. God is good. And
that was big for you right there, man.
Real talk, man. Salute the West Coast for that, man. It was a damn good look, my boy.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I just thought they were gonna just talk about football. This dude started asking me about my life, and
hey, I ain't gonna count. though. He had some questionable questions, but yeah, you did great, though.
Babe, but you got to remember though, and like this ain't no shade on him, but like one thing I've learned about talk radio is like when you apply to be a Dallas Cowboy blogger or content creator in the real world, you don't even have to be a Cowboy fan. They don't even care.
Yeah.
It's like that he was talking Cowboy content and was in no way a Cowboy fan at all.
They know everything.
Yeah, but they do, but they don't really. And he even kind of admitted it. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like they know a bunch of they know everything that the media is supposed to know about the Cowboys. But it's like everything that the hood know about your family may not be really what's going on in your family. You know what I'm saying? Like there might be one report on how your people get down, but you be like, nah, that's not how we really get down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I think that's like the discrepancy, but it's crazy because my dude is all the way in Texas. You know what I'm saying? But it gives me hope because it lets me know that guys like us who are, and there's no shade on him at all. He's a good guy. But it just gives us hope to let us know that, man, if Jets fans can get jobs doing Cowboy content and being successful on the radio, if we want to do it, then guess what? We can do it. Not saying we have to, but if we wanted to do it, we can do it because they're doing it.
Facts on top of facts. But yeah, hey, if anybody's in the El Paso area, man, y'all make sure y'all tap in with my brother West Coast and support that event, man.
Yes, sir. Somebody said, how can we get D-Hop? Sign him. But we don't want him. We good.
He can stay over there.
Yeah, he sound like an op, so he get treated like
man, y'all gotta listen, y'all gotta look like this, right? Y'all look like this, right? When it comes to business, man, there ain't really no, we got to get away from this. Oh, he said something bad about the Cowboys. Man, some of the stuff people be saying about us is true, man. Like we can't never get mad for someone telling the truth about our organization. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be negative or positive, bro. And I'm going to be honest with you. If I was a player, for the most part, I wouldn't want to play for the Cowboys. Bro, we are listen to me. Look at a guy like T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton turned down a bunch of offers to come to the Dallas Cowboys, made a huge catch, and did not get any more catches for the rest of the season. Like, look.
That was on Kellen
Yeah,
Moore.
but listen to me, bro. You got to remember this. What did I just say at the beginning of this? You know that, but DeAndre Hopkins ain't never played for the Dallas Cowboys. He don't know that. And then you got to think like this. You got to put your whole career and money behind that. So it's like,
you can't act like he didn't want to play.
Yes,
for the
but you got, but
Cowboys. He
listen,
was basically bending over.
yes,
backwards.
but listen. DeAndre Hopkins hasn't really been. Listen, this is what I say. All the stuff before yesterday was all fool's gold anyway, because he was on a team. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, like, I don't think DeAndre Hopkins is interested in playing for the Dallas Cowboys because he knows there's no chance. There's no financial chance of him. Let's think about this.
I said exactly that. Yeah,
but
because he would look. The reason I said that because at first he was bending over backwards. He was committing his love. He was doing everything he can. I'd take less money to play in Dallas. Then all of a sudden he's shaking his head saying he don't want to play with Dallas.
He shook his head. No, he shook his head. He didn't want to play with Dak. That was the equation.
No, but but listen. That was we gotta. I think we read too much into that Dak because he doesn't have to ask him if he's going to play for the Dallas Cowboys because he's not playing for the Dallas Cowboys. That wasn't the subject. The subject was, would you play for the quarterback, which represents the team? So let's not take it away and try to make it seem like he was saying he didn't want to play for Dak because Dak does not pay him. You know what I'm saying? Like Dak don't pay his bills. So what he was really saying is he was really saying the Dallas Cowboys, but he was only using Dak's name like he was doing with the other organizations. That's all that was.
That's pretty much what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I feel like the Cowboys pretty much curved him. And when they asked him, he's talking about something. That's why he's shaking his head now because it didn't go through.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you this, and that's the exact same reason. If you're Odell Beckham, you don't want to play. And that's Landlord. Now you're absolutely right. I got to let you finish if I would let you finish your part of your comment, I wouldn't have had to interrupt you later on. But listen. But that's why I was saying I don't believe he wants to play for. Like, why would he want to play for us? Like, bro, you curved me. The same thing, OBJ. If you did that to me, I want to beat you, bro. Like I want to play you.
Yeah.
Like.
Shout out to Coach Mar with the $10 super real quick. He said, relax, fellas. Our O-line is not bad. It wasn't bad.
No, our offensive line is bad, and I'm not relaxing.
Hold on. He said, you do not have a top-rated offense. It's 2 years, 1,000-yard rushers.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Hold on.
Let's get to what's going on.
What is y'all listen to me, man. Listen to me. I'm the same person.
That's the Kanye West right there.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this right here.
Hold on.
There are certain things that are like my pet peeves. And in life, someone telling me to relax is a pet peeve. Like you don't have control over my emotions. No. You get hype. Just think about this.
Maybe sometimes you might do need to relax.
No, I don't need. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, I don't think I ever need to relax, man, because there's not. Listen to me, Brad. Like, I got 4 kids. I got a whole bunch of responsibilities, bro. I don't need to relax, man. I need to do more. I need 27 days. I need 27 hours in the day, man. Like, I'm not trying to find a way to lay down. I'm trying to find a way to do more, man.
But listen, we were talking about the offensive line, and we need
Coach Martin. Coach Martin, I love him though. So just Coach Martin need to stop disappearing. Boss Cowboy told me your ass disappeared for like 2 weeks. Like we wasn't gonna notice you wasn't missing. Stop it, Coach. You can't be banging the set and then go disappear for 2 weeks.
You too important.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like we ain't noticed that, bro. Your attendance has come up. And we are on your ass, Coach Martin.
Everybody else said here, and we didn't hear nothing from Coach Marv.
Coach Marv.
Marv.
Everybody look around. We ain't hear nothing.
Yeah, then he gonna try to slide back into the comments with a big old comment. Y'all need to calm down, relax. No, your ass need to be on this in that comments consistently.
Indeed, man. We definitely need to improve offensive line play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you don't end up 28 ranked pass protection or none of that. You know, and listen, like you can have a good run blocking line, which we did, and have an offensive line that can't pass block. It's two different methods to that. You don't do the same things when you pass block as you do when you run block. You're going forward and hitting somebody when you run block, and you're falling back as a 300-pound man in pass protection. It's different. So like you can excel in the run game and not be up to par as a pass protecting line.
Yeah, and Henny, what do I always say? If you listen to me, go ask 5 random 300-pound men. Would you rather get up off the couch and run forward, or get up off the couch and run backwards?
I'm pretty sure they're gonna say they want to run forward.
They want to run forward. Okay, getting up off the couch and running forward, that's run blocking. Getting up off the couch and running backwards, that's pass block. Now, the reason why I say getting up off the couch is because an offensive line is always standing still when the play stands. You know what I'm saying? So there is a start, get up, and then you got to go in a motion. Listen to me. Even the worst teams in the NFL one thing they try to pride themselves or try to do first is you got to be able to run block because you're running forward. You know what I'm saying? Just go maul them and just go run somebody over. But as far the offense, I'm going to tell y'all this right here. I don't expect the offensive line to really be the offensive line they are until probably like midway through the season. Because, man, they're still going to be making adjustments. Like for the first month of football, our offensive lines are probably going to change a bunch of times. Because we've gotten progress on Terrence Steele, but there's still a chance that he might not be ready or they may not want to push him like that right now. Then Tyron Smith, there's still the conversation of what they're going to do with Tyron Smith. And then they're still fluctuating. Like what I would like the Cowboys to do is just leak the Dallas Cowboys starting 5 offensive line. So then we know we won't be going into training camp trying to figure it out. If we're going into training camp,
we know the line. We know the line. We just don't know what
exactly. But I wish that they would put that information out. So then we can be like, okay, because if they don't, then you already know what they're going to be doing. Every week we're going to be changing it up. And it's like we had 16 different variations of starting offensive lines last year. We only had 2 games back to back where the same offensive line started. Only 2 games technically. It's 1 and 2 games. But think about that. We had 17 games last year in 16 different starting offensive line variations.
True. But, like injury will be a part of it, though. So, like,
of course.
I don't think Terrence Steele, he's not really there right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were really just doing walkthroughs at OTAs, and he wasn't even able to do that. So, that tells you a little bit about how healthy he is at this point. So, I don't think he'll be. Week 1, week 2, I don't really expect to see Terrence Steele. So even if we got an offensive line going into the season, it's not going to be the offensive line that we're going to see, the last 15 games of the year probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're going to be playing musical chairs.
And fellas, that's the question. That's the question. That's what's really my biggest question is, how long does it take for us to determine who's the starting 5 and leave them? Because, you know what I mean? Like, and think about this, fellas, like last year,
we do need that chemistry.
Yes, and think about this.
We need that camaraderie.
And think about this, fellas. How many people really got hurt on the offensive line last year? Terrence Steele.
Biotis missed
the game?
Yes. He missed
after that Tennessee
game. That's how we got that's how we got the 16th variation. So you had Biotis missed the game.
Tyron Smith. So that's 3 guys on your offensive line that got hurt.
So you only had 2 dudes that actually played.
Whatchamacallit got hurt too, because wasn't Matt Forniak starting week 1? He got hurt, then they had to put McGovern in, or was that inverted? Because your left guard.
I think McGovern was
one of those guards that got hurt. So your left guard got hurt too.
So basically the only people on the only offensive linemen that played that were healthy the entire season was Zach Martin and Tyler Smith.
Yep.
Shout out to JC Cowboys.
And the crazy thing about it is, the sad thing about it is, Zach Martin's the only person out of all those 2 positions that we know for sure where he's playing.
Yep, Tyler.
I
know, but I'm just saying Tyler got injured last year, so he would be a guy that missed some games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying out of all the guys on your offensive line that did not miss any games, you only had 1 guy that probably played the same position all year. Bro, think about that. That's even if you're not helped, even if you don't get hurt, playing, like, imagine if I told you're going to play 3 positions you're going to play 3 games at guard this year, you're going to play two games at tackle this year, and you're going to play a game at swing tackle. Imagine taking all those different positions and having to be judged on that.
Right. Yeah, Clevo was right. It was McGovern that got hurt last year. So yeah, I knew. Yeah, a lot of injuries on that line.
Yeah, McGovern
And
got
this,
hurt.
like you said,
I mean, as far as the offensive line go, it's a large group, so you need reserves on that end. You know what I'm saying? That's 5 people on your offense. You know what I'm saying? That's almost half of the starters.
The offensive line takes 5. It takes 5 players to be one player. You say the offensive line, but you're in your mind, you're cognitively thinking of one guy, but it's really 5 guys that make one guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's almost half your starters on offense. You need a lot of reserves.
Hey, and think about this. You know the sad thing about the offensive line is this. Say in a wide receiver room, say if you only got 2 wide receivers that are good, you're okay because you know what I'm saying? You still got 3 other receivers, right? You can just throw the ball to some 2 dudes. On the offensive line, you low-key need 5 guys that are damn near decent, bro.
Yeah, you can't really have too many weak links.
Yeah, because you can't even just have one guy that's really, really good and he just, no, they're just going to go on the other side.
You need at least 7. You need about 7 O-linemen. Just a swing tackle and you know what I'm saying? You need them. That's a starting line. A swing tackle, basically a starting position.
Hey, I got a quick subject, and then I'm gonna jump in the shower real quick. Listen, did y'all hear the rule change? I want y'all thoughts on this because this is actually something that I thought of 2 years ago. The Cowboys did it different. I mean, the NFL did it differently, but they still did it. They basically gave a dead roster spot to a quarterback. Now they in this team in the NFL they make it now the third string quarterback is going to be a dead roster spot. Mm-hmm. So you'll be able to hold a third quarterback on your roster. The only difference is it won't count against it. Now it doesn't. I'm gonna tell you, it doesn't benefit the Dallas Cowboys because we've been carrying 3 quarterbacks for the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? We have to because I mean this is probably the only negative thing about having Dak as your quarterback now. Is because you do got to carry the third quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I couldn't even say it about Dak. I would say it about anybody. Like, you better have freaking...
They saying now since, I believe that was San Francisco that got them.
It should have, but think about this. It should have been the Denver Broncos 2 years ago. Listen to me. Everybody's mad at the San Francisco 49ers because it was the most obvious this year. But what about freaking 2 years ago when the Denver Broncos had to play a freaking wide receiver at quarterback?
I remember that shit.
Bro, and I'm gonna tell you, bro, that player, bro, the wide receiver, he got his ass toe off the frame, bro.
Hey man, let's take a light break, man. Y'all make sure y'all get the lights up for the squad, man. Please.
Like a share button for us, man. But yeah, listen, I'm fine with that. But I want the Dallas Cowboys. If they're gonna change the rules, I want you to take advantage of it. You know
yes.
What I mean? So like I would prefer the Dallas Cowboys. Don't just sit on your morals. Like if you can improve QB3, you can go get somebody else that's a little bit better than Will Greer, and he can be dressed, and he can be.
Or you know what you could do? You know what you should do? You know what you could do too, Henny?
What's up?
Go get an athlete and put a quarterback.
That is what I was going to say. I want to get somebody that look like that.
Don't say it out loud because then folks gonna take our idea. But just blink if you know what I'm talking about.
On the Isnay.
Hey, I need Landlord. Put your glasses down a little bit. If you blink, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, there we go. You know what I'm saying? Don't say it because I'm gonna tell you, we gonna say something out loud, and then it's gonna be trending on Twitter, and then it's gonna be on ESPN, and then we gonna be sitting at home like, bro, didn't we? Yes, we said that on our show this morning. Yes, I know. How'd they get it? I don't know. I think somebody's watching. One of y'all work for ESPN in the comment box.
Hold on, Rick. Shout out to Coach Miles with the $5 super. He says exactly, guys. When we speak of O-line, I have always said it that we had the talent, but was used incorrectly. That's why I said efficiency and details are key.
Back to this idea though, real quick. You know what I'm trying, because like I'm mad. Because think about this: Cedric Wilson technically played quarterback.
Yeah, he played quarterback in high school.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I would literally go find some athlete guy that's played quarterback, and I would use him as a freaking weapon. And it would be a free roster spot.
Wildcat threat or something.
And listen, I think the Cowboys in today's NFL, I think the Saints kind of understood it first. Bro, you have to have someone who can run from the quarterback position, bro. Now, you can use another guy, But you have to have that threat of run from the quarterback position. And I think we are going to see more of that from Dak, because if you look at his interviews, he said something like, he was like, with this offense, we're going to basically be getting to our reads, and then we're going to be getting into the scramble drill. Like, Dak said that twice. And I was like, ooh.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
I meant to say something about that.
You were not about to say nothing about that, Landlord. Did I just remind you?
No, I said, no, you did, bro. You did. Because look, that was one of my biggest arguments about the option routes. I don't think people remember that. Y'all go check.
We found out Landlord was really listening. When see, it's the difference when you listen to an interview and when you really listen. Like,
yeah. Hold on, wait a minute. Look, that's why I said go back and check my work. I said when the option routes, it's all about timing. You can't even improvise. You can't even do nothing on the fly. That took a big time element of Dak Prescott.
That's not Dak Prescott, bro. That's not. If you take that away,
no, I'm talking about, hold on. He used to roll to the right, roll to the left. Dak used to scramble and used to be dangerous. He a better thrower of the ball on the run than a lot of people, and he never used to get a chance to do that no more with all these options. So nowadays, if you bring that back to Dak, bro, that might be what.
Hey, Landlord, I'm asking a question. You an SEC guy, Henny, you're an SEC guy.
Correct.
You delete that ability from Dak Prescott's game in college, does he get drafted to the NFL?
Hell no.
No, not out of college.
Now, let me rephrase that, because it's going to somebody, one of y'all guys explain that to me, because it's going to be some guys that think I'm hating on my own quarterback. Somebody explain that, what I'm saying.
No, what he's saying is basically that was a huge part of what made Dak Prescott successful. Not saying that he couldn't do nothing else. We just saying that was a huge part of what made him a good quarterback. So it's the same thing, like you said, what we were saying that about Jalen Tolbert. It's obvious that Kellen Moore wasn't using nobody correctly, because a lot of the things that we look at Dak Prescott as, who he has been since he's been in the league, you don't see that happening no more. And you know what I'm saying? Now I know he got a little injury on his leg that kind of, held him back from being a little mobile. But after that, bro, you got to let Dak cook. Mississippi State Dak, Jay Bryant, that was a whole different dude.
Dak Prescott ran for 41 touchdowns in college.
Jesus.
That man ran for 41 touchdowns in college.
How many years was that? 3?
Over 4. And listen, the last 3 years, he ran for 13, 14, and 10. And he only ran for 10.
What?
And he only ran for 10 the final year because he actually was a better passer that year. So they actually had the most pass attempts of his career. His
so
last
I'm
year.
pretty sure he led his team in rushing. I'm pretty sure he's in rushing touchdowns. He had. You're not gonna tell me they had 2 dudes with 10 touchdowns on the same team.
Probably not.
Nope, because they ain't even getting no. They ain't had number 1 person drafted, I think, on their offense.
Yeah.
Other than that,
they had some good defensive players he played with. We all know about Darius Slade and Chris Jones, Fletcher Cox. Yeah, but he was.
That's why Dak be tearing Darius Slade up, because he remember his ass from practice
every day.
Facts. But yeah, you just said something, man. Like the option routes is all timing, so it take away from improvising, and that's a big part of Dak Prescott's game that we never seen because of Kellen Moore. And people forget, like you said, him, Dak ain't even been a Pro Bowler since Kellen Moore been over there, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Dak used to be a Pro Bowler every now and then at least, bro. They don't even vote Dak at Pro Bowl no more. And look, the year before that, was that last year or year before last, when he had the same amount of touchdown passes as the MVP of the league and still didn't get a Pro Bowl selection.
Yeah, that's sad, crazy, man. Like, listen, Dak Prescott, when you just look at overall, even Dak Prescott win percentage went down with Kellen Moore. Dak Prescott was 32-16 as a starting quarterback before Kellen Moore became his quarterback, his offensive coordinator. One offensive rookie of the year, made 2 Pro Bowl selections. Like he did his damn thing before. Listen, that's why we talk about Dak Prescott was a made man before Kellen Moore even brought his ass to Dallas. So you mean to tell me now that Dak Prescott has all these issues after you got there? You're supposed to improve Dak Prescott. That's what you there for.
Watch what
and I'm gonna tell you what it.
No, that's what I'm telling. Watch what.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you something else. What it also shows is that like, the Cowboys gonna have to understand that like there's still a there's still a degree that, like you said, Dak Prescott could actually get better. And, you know, Dak has never really, except for the best offensive coordinator Dak Prescott ever had was at Mississippi State when he had that boy Gonzalez and then that Mullins boy. You know what I'm saying? They had Dak rolling like a mug, right? Mm-hmm. And since then, they've had guys that have basically wanted to turn Dak into whatever they visioned him in. You know what I'm saying? Where Dan Mullins and that boy Gonzalez out there, they who coaching that day in Florida now, but he let Dak do what Dak had to do. And it's crazy because it's like it was Mississippi State was basically almost like a Seattle Seahawks. The only bad part is where Seahawks was letting Russell cook and he was burning up everything in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? And now you have Dak Prescott where we won't allow him to cook and the food don't taste good. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I want an NFL team to give Dak Prescott the reins like a Russell Wilson did. You know what I'm saying? Like Seattle did, where they literally, everybody didn't care what Russ did, just let Russ cook. And that's what I'm asking for the nation. For one season, then I'm about to get in the shower. For one season, can we just trust our $160 million quarterback to cook? Hey, can we get out the kitchen and let him cook, bro?
Look what he did in the playoffs, man. That man was moving in the playoffs, man. He ran more. He ran more in those two playoff games than I think I've seen him do it the entire season. And hey, shout out to JC for the donation, man. I appreciate the love and support, my brother.
Yeah, shout out to JC with the $4.99. He said, "What's good, my bro?"
Yeah, man. Like Dak Prescott, listen, he was running for first downs, diving head first. That turned the team up, man. You need to see more of that. And because you saw him do it, you can't say that he ain't physically able to do it no more. He did it. He still
Then one thing you got to think about. I did this not too long ago. I said I did a top 5. I said, who are your top 5 running quarterbacks in this league? Dak is somewhere up in there. Maybe if he's not top 5, he close.
I mean, my thing is just not can you run, can you be efficient?
Hold on, he's still one of the better running quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah,
still.
Because you ain't got to ask him to be, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. He ain't got to get 11 damn carries. You know what I'm saying? Like, can Dak Prescott get 5 or 6 carries in a game? Can he get like 2 or 3 in the red zone? Can he get like 2 or 3 on third down to keep them honest? Will you let him take off, run and run when it's not there? Like, those are the only thing you got to do.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna ask y'all this. If you go look at Dak Prescott's, and go on YouTube, type in Dak Prescott highlights. Ain't gonna be too many pictures. Ain't too many videos of him just standing there and just delivering balls. That's not Dak, man. And think about this, like Dak Prescott roll out to the right, Hail Mary, touchdown to Cole Beasley. What the boy said in the song? Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dak Prescott is best when he is outside the pocket and moving around. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm only gonna judge Mike McCarthy on how the elevation of Dak comes, because right now Mike McCarthy don't really got to do anything to prove to us he's a good coach. Like, the dude has been to the back-to-back playoffs, 12 game season. He had his quarterback for 5 games. Like, he's done enough to prove that he's a good coach. You know what I'm saying? He's done enough. So it's like, we don't even got to keep like we're trying to. The real question is he a Super Bowl coach? But he is a good coach. You don't win 24 games in 2 years without being a good coach. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm not going to judge Mike McCarthy on are you good? I'm going to judge him on, do I see Dak being highlighted and using the skill sets that he uses? Just like yesterday, the other day when we were interviewing Jalen Tolbert, he was saying, man, describing himself. And I'm like, bro, you describing yourself in a manner that don't even sound like the way we used you. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm going to have to get off here because my connection's going in and out.
All right, well, sit back, cuz we're going to holler at you, man. We appreciate you for stopping by and showing love, my boy.
All right, love you, man.
Love you too, cuz.
But, man, he right, though. I feel like Dak ain't been used properly. I ain't got much long on here either, Mr. HT.
Man, F that job.
Ain't no job. I finally got a day off.
All right, then. So you can give me another.
I want to live a life.
Sir,
a
you
little
can give me another 2 hours. What you talking about?
Sir, that would not be going on. Sir,
you can give me another 2 hours, man. Like, we got, listen, they supposed to be bringing the pounds into the trap today, man. You up here.
I'm far too nefarious for that, sir. I'm far too nefarious for that. That would not be happening. Coach Miles said I missed the super chat. I read all the supers, I believe, Coach. Let me know what you said then. I thought I read all your supers.
He said, nah, Wes, get your asses here and sip this Waukesha. Choctaw going on.
Yeah.
Silver Slayer said, don't close the trap, man. Like, he's like, damn, man, he just came in here to re-up, but you up here playing.
Hey, man, you got to get it while the getting's good, man.
I understand.
Coach, let me know what you said, because you might have stepped out, and when I read it, you ain't heard or something, because I read the ones I seen, Coach.
It said Neil that came in here. He said, Landlord, come on, man. That's like 21 Eagles fans before stopping in, man. Man, they campaigning for you, man. Come on now. Oh, well, hey, Taiwan just sent you a super sticker, man. Okay.
Shout out to Taiwan with the $5 super sticker. Yeah, man, it's all good though, man. I ain't, I was trying to have a little, but we can. If you got some more topics, we can rock out for the people for a little.
Yeah, well, let's talk. Yeah, let's say I ain't gonna hold you forever, man. You know, like how we do with these players. Say, I know that you're very busy, man. Like, can you give?
Do you see the hat? I am very nefarious on the weekend.
I understand.
So
I understand. I understand. We're gonna keep rocking this for a little bit longer, man. I know that you got shit to do with your life. I'm not gonna hold you hostage too much longer, man. So
we do this for the people. They showing love, so I gotta give them what they need.
Hey, shout out to Taiwan for the donation too. I appreciate that, brother.
Yes, sir. Swain said, Landlord, don't get into no trouble with the spouse. Nah, it ain't on that type of time, but I ain't no telling what be going on over here. Hey, Swain, you the bad influence, so how you giving good advice, sir? How that happen? He'd had a change of heart.
This is something that I thought was interesting.
Tata said they put me in the trunk. He said they kidding.
Hey, get the duct tape, man. Hey, y'all remember when Trouble Down came out, man? They were duct tape. Yeah, we get the duct tape. Get the duct tape, man. We'll put the boy up there, man. But nah, according to Miss Navarez, who covers the Dallas Cowboys, Cavante Turpin was getting a lot of work at playing wide receiver. So what do you feel about this new little wrinkle?
With
Turpin playing, he's playing some wide receivers. So what do you feel about it? Because I'm gonna let you go.
I'm scarred, bro. I'm scarred. I'll tell you, I'll be truthful. I'm scarred.
Hold on, I gotta look at you. I had to bring the picture. Man. What the
scar, man? From hearing stuff like this and getting excited, you know what I'm saying? Even though it was under a different regime, now we got Mike McCarthy. Maybe he'll be a man of his word. You know what I'm saying? Because they said this same crap last year about Turpin and all these other people. Excuse me, they sold us on Semi. They said Semi was finna go off. They had all kind of stuff in the offseason that got me a little excited and lit. I'm thinking we finna go in because some of these ideas align with mine. And then when you come up here and never do it, like all them years we was waiting on Tony Pollard to actually get the ball. You see what I'm saying? And now we got to wait till the very last year and pay the man. It makes no sense. Kellen Moore, I hate to keep going back to Kellen Moore, but when we talk about offense,
listen, he had it.
You got to
refer back to him. He had his hands on the offense for 4 years, so continue.
Listen. When we talk about Tony Pollard, bro, this is simple stuff. They did not use the man. They didn't use him. We've been banging on the table. Put Tony in the game. Let Tony do something. Get Tony touches. You wait till the last year till the man finna get paid to use him, and then look what the results was. The man became a Pro Bowl.
Was your team leading rusher?
We've been telling these folks to play this man. Now you only finna you got robbed of 3 years of production from Tony Pollard.
Mm-hmm. So
you got robbed. That's on Kellen Moore. So that's why when you say stuff like this, I kind of get in my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because okay. Turpin couldn't do much last year because I keep forgetting that, Turpin played a full USFL season before he got with the Cowboys. So we do got to give him a slight amount of grace with that. So I think somebody let me put in the chat how many games the USFL play. Somebody put in the chat how many games the USFL play. I should know this because last year it was located in Birmingham, in my city. Whether y'all knew that or not. But Turpin played a full season before he came to the Cowboys. So I feel like, just to be fair, we got to give him a small amount of grace. Somebody reminded me about that in the chat from the last show I did. I knew that, but sometimes I get mad and it slipped my mind. But he did do a full season. So this man might have played anywhere from how many
think they
games?
played 10 in their entirety.
That's 10 games on top of, that's 27 games, man. Not even including playoffs. So that's crazy. That's crazy. This man played 27 games in one season. So just to be encouraged, I feel like we could get a better Turpin this year. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of games on anybody.
Darren said he can finally enjoy the 12 a.m. porn music. We be calling it elevator music, but y'all funny as hell.
Miles said the words for 2023 Landlord are efficient and detailed. Landlord, look up the words, Landlord, and tell me what you think. I think that's something along the lines with Toba said on the show.
Said too.
He said a detail. Exactly. Because you remember, that's why I shout out to Jay Tuck. That was a great point. You could tell football guys when they talking about stuff, because he pointed that out. That sounded like coach speak. That sounded like wild white boy stuff that Turpin said, because it went too smooth. You can tell that's being preached throughout the locker room. Detail, determined, fix. When he said that, everybody else was like, we didn't peep it out, because we trying to do a lot. We thinking about a lot of stuff while we doing the interview. But Tuck was like, that sound like coach speak. Then next time you see Dak Prescott repeating the same thing. That's confirmation right there. This is being preached throughout the whole locker room. A detailed, determined fix. That's not something that a player just say. You know
I
what
definitely agree with you when you say it's coach speech. And I like it, because remember, there was another quote by Dak Prescott, that he said they were talking about, installations and going through this and going through that. So this is what Dak Prescott said. Dak Prescott on working with Mike McCarthy as his offensive coordinator. So, he said, as we broke practice today, Mike came to him and said, go look at everything we put in and make sure we're running the things that you like and the things we're good at. If it's something.
Wait a minute. Nope, you can't.
Hold on, I gotta talk about it in detail. You're gonna have to let me get through this. No. We're gonna go through it in the entirety. Because we're gonna go through it in this.
Go ahead. Because that part have been a bomb.
Sir, we ain't got no nuclear weapons. Drop the bomb. See where it lands. Because last time it sounded like you blew your neighbor's house up. So drop it.
Let me see.
Man, you done killed somebody across town. I can't even hear the bomb go. Done whack somebody all the way across town. You done killed some.
We gotta get these sound effects working on here.
You done killed somebody. Boy, you done killed some.
That's heavy right there, Hen. That's
man, so you killed somebody in Mobile.
That's so important.
But for real, let's take the time to talk about that, though, because that is something that we're not really accustomed to. He said, go look at everything we put in and make sure we're running the things that you like and the things we're good at.
That's big, man. Look, see, take the thing off real quick. I need to talk.
Gotta stop.
Okay.
Preach then.
Let me talk to y'all. In my profession, I'm not gonna tell you what I do. I'm like Tommy off Martin. I'm not gonna tell you what I do, but I got a job.
His name is Landlord. So he collect the rent. But continue.
Listen, we got engineers up there. They the ones, they build stuff, but then it's people on the floor that actually work the job. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they be thinking they so smart that they won't even consult to you. They just be like, we gonna build it like this. Now, common sense will tell you to at least get some, info, like what would make your job easy or something. They just gonna build something and say, hey, deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be better if you just consult with the people that's actually doing the job. That's exactly what Mike McCarthy doing. He's like, hey, man, you the one being the quarterback. I want to make sure you comfortable. What's better than a comfortable quarterback? Tell me that. What's better than a comfortable, confident quarterback? Tell me what's better than that.
Especially when you talk about having command of an offense. Because remember.
What gives you comfortability? What gives you the sense of being comfortable? What
knowing
gives
that you're not, hey, listen, knowing that I can do everything that you ask me to do at a high level makes me comfortable as an offensive player. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what gives you confidence?
Repetition for one gives me competition.
That comfortability too. I'm comfortable. When you comfortable, you're gonna be confident. When I start talking about numbers, you're gonna be comfortable. He ain't like, hey, let me get in my bag because
Right.
this
That's in my wheelhouse.
It's your wheelhouse. You comfortable. You get confident when you doing comfortable things. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man. Mike McCarthy is painting this picture easily. This is going to upgrade this offense tremendously. And still to this day, people fail to realize that the biggest move the Cowboys did was getting Kellen Moore out of this building. That's the biggest move of the year.
You're happy about that. You ain't even finished reading the rest of what he said. He said right after that, it's like he said, go look at everything we put in and make sure we're running the things you like and the things we're good at. If it's something that you're a little iffy about, let's get it out. He said, let's get it out. He said, let's master what we're great at. So you know what? So this is what that's the part that really is excited me. That's why I was like, we got to get through this. That's the part I wanted to touch on. It's not even the fact that they're running things that they're good at. You know what I'm saying? They are completely taking out the things that Dak Prescott is not comfortable of doing. So you know, just with that mindset, let's say like, hey, Dak, these are 100 plays, right? We got this playbook is 100 plays deep from the passing game. If Dak Prescott go through and scribble like, I like this play, and there's 60 passing plays, whether it be drop back, RPO, play action that Dak Prescott is comfortable with running, those should be the 60 passing plays inside of it, and everything else we'll fine tune. If we need to get back to 100 plays, we'll find 40 different plays that he likes to add to this mug. But we don't need to have these 40 he don't like floating around in there. We don't need to call that at all. And
what he said, he didn't even say this something big too that we ain't peep. He didn't say the plays that you don't like. He said that, but that wasn't a big part of it. The key word for me was he was like the plays that you feel iffy about. He don't want you to have no doubt. That's an OC right there, man. That's an OC right there, man. He said he don't even want you to do the plays you feel iffy about. He wants you to be fully confident in the plays that you calling. I don't think y'all understand, bro. When the whole team know the play is raw, like they like, oh, we this our favorite play type stuff, or this is what we do the best. Like them boys gonna come in there like they know it's finna work. But when you got them trying to fill a square peg in a round hole, everybody gonna be in doubt.
I mean, let me ask you a question. Like, hey, I'm not throwing a shot at nobody, but hey, listen, how comfortable did you think they felt to run a double reverse?
You know what I'm saying? How comfortable did you think they was going into that 2nd and 2
from an empty set?
Yeah, how comfortable you think they was? How confident you think Dak was when they gave him that BS? That's crazy, bro. Like, bro, you want your players to be confident in everything they running. That's what you want them to do, and that's exactly what Mike McCarthy is gonna get out of them. Did you hear, man? Dak raved about Mike McCarthy, bro. Excuse me, that boy was just raving. Oh, it's just this and it's just that. Like, man, he was raving. Oh, it's just great to play with Mike. Like, you know what I'm saying? To be this close with Mike McCarthy, working hand in hand. He was just glowing about Mike McCarthy. He was trying to compose himself. I felt like, but he really just couldn't even hold it in.
And listen, he did. Hey, he did most he could without saying F Kellen Moore. He did everything but say F that boy.
But I think that was pretty much like the great way to break that coming down, bro. Like when I said yo comfortable, you being comfortable.
Real quick, he said, how confident did they look when they had Zeke at center? Going crazy.
Listen, bro. This is easy, bro. Like, look, that's what I just told you. You gonna automatically be confident in the things that you comfortable with. This is not rocket science, bro. Like the people that know you know this play in and out. You can do this play with your eyes closed. Of course, you gonna be confident in that. And when you confident in your play, you're gonna get better results. So that's exactly what a good OC supposed to do. Kellen Moore was obviously being a little egotistical and selfish the way he want to call plays because nobody agreed with some of the plays he was calling. How many times on your TV did you curse him out and say all kind of curse words when we did these stupid plays? Then it seemed like we'll be off to a good drive. That's what got me. We'll be out to a good. It ain't in no desperate situation where Kellen was doing all this crazy stuff. Because if it's in a desperate situation, we'll be like, okay, we'll let it ride. But man, it be normal stuff. We'll been to did 2 first down. We ain't even got the second down yet. Then we'll get on the second down. We'll get 5-6 yards. You know what I'm saying? Then on third down, you do some crazy double reverse or something. Bro, we was doing good, bro. What is you doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's what made us cuss at the screen. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't no desperate situation.
Yeah, like you just got a first down. This is 1st and 10. You're doing a double reverse, boy. What?
That's what made us so mad. Because we was having success. He do crazy stuff on successful drives. That's what let you know he is just crazy, man.
Man, listen. So let's go back to the quote because we ain't fully got through it just yet, man. All right, because he said, go look at everything we put in and make sure we're running the things that you like and the things we're good at. If it's something you're a little iffy about, let's get it out.
It's a little iffy. Then look, he said that enthusiastic. Then let's get it out. Get it out.
Get it gone.
Get the stepping like Martin say.
Hey, remember what Cuz said about cutting the cancer out? Yeah, let's take the cancerous plays out this book. Let's take these. Hey, listen. Another thing that you won't see in this here, what they are actually did say, we didn't throw the entire playbook out. We're just going through it and fine tuning it. You know what I'm saying? Like you already got, a 96 Impala. You know, so you already got a nice ass 96 Impala. You know, you got some dubs on it. You know what I'm saying? So you got an LT1 motor in there. But I don't like these headers, man. Let's take these headers out and put these headers in. I think it'll be a better fit. Put these headers in here, man. We might have to improve the transmission. You know what I'm saying? But we got everything in here that we need. We just need to change the stuff around, do this, do that. And that's what I get from this. Right. But he said, let's master what we're great at. Just having that clear communication, being able to work with him day in and day out is new.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bro. That's the interview I was telling y'all about. This what this is.
It's new. It's refreshing. It's fun.
Listen to Dak, y'all. Listen to Dak. Y'all ain't heard Dak talk like this, man. Y'all ain't heard Dak talk like this. Then look what he said. Hold up. This is huge to me. This boy said, let's master what we're great at.
Man.
Come on, man. Look, does that not sound like you finna have you a real scheme, a real identity? Do that not sound like that? Because look, Kellen Moore doing 100 different plays every drive. Like he has no uniform or deception in what he might call. He's just doing a bunch of random plays. Mike McCarthy said, let's master what we great at. That sounds like football to me. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound like Madden. Who play Madden and try to master what they great at? You know what I'm saying? You just doing random plays on Madden. You ain't just gonna run that play that work every time. You say that for the you know what I'm saying, for the desperate situation. Right or wrong. The way you play Madden, that's how Kellen call plays. That's why I'm saying that. But on Madden, you gotta run that work every time. All you do is you gonna get you about 10 yards. You gonna say that for when you need a third down. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling you, this sound like a real scheme this time. This sound like a coach that's finna have a detailed, determined fix. And it ain't gonna take a whole rebuilding of the whole offense to get it done either.
Man, real talk. And listen, they said what they're gonna change with like 30% of the offense. So no comeback routes, no option routes. If you taking that out by itself is probably the 30%, and then you get to add in more West Coast concepts. And I really got a feel for the kind of West Coast they're going to be running. Because remember, West Coast is a very broad term. When it started, you know what I'm saying, it was an offense, quick release, get the ball out your hand, attack the field horizontally. But we seen different versions of the West Coast, like what they do with the Rams, shot plays off of play action, right? What we seen for Brian Schottenheimer. One of the things that Jalen Tolbert said, he said, this is going to be more downfield passing. This is like that. What he said. He said he's gonna be married to the run game. So he married to the run game, play action.
Did you hear Dak? Did you hear Dak at the beginning of that interview, bro? Like that interview was different. Like that's why I was excited about it. One of the first things he said was like, "They firing off the ball. They firing off the ball." He talking about the receivers. He was like, "Yeah, they firing off the ball. They faster now. They, you know what I'm saying? That's what the difference of the philosophies is, man. Like you ain't got to do all this thinking and just like Jalen Tolbert just said this on our show. He just said you ain't got to think about 20 different things. That man said those words exactly. When you coming out the ball, you don't have to think about 20 different things. You just heard it from the horse's mouth. And I've been telling y'all the same thing for since I've been on here. I'm like, bro, at wide receiver, man, you supposed to just run a route and turn around, look for the ball. You don't supposed to be doing all this diagnosing and stuff, man. Not that often.
Hell no. No, that's not really part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because like, and listen, look at what Jalen Tolbert said about where he was in his development coming into the league. He didn't even know coverages, and he was out there putting up 1,400 yards because they like, hey, run this route against them. We know, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't think people understand that. I'm finna do this. This finna be quick. Basically, Jalen Tolbert described that his coaches was almost, I'm going to simplify it. Basically, his coaches was like, hey, Jalen, come over here, line up right here, and do this route. Line up over here, do this route. And this boy dominated his league doing that. He didn't even know what he was doing, bro. He basically described that. He didn't even know what he was doing yet, and he dominated that league.
1,400 yards. And listen, like I said, like Landlord, I was so excited about interviewing Jalen Tolbert. I didn't do as much research as I normally do. Man, that man is third all time in that conference for career receiving yards, and he's South Alabama all time leader in receiving yards. He went crazy on the country boys. We were not just gassing this boy up. He was out there cut them boys' heads.
Facts. He cooking. Then they got I forgot, bro. I got footage of him going against Eric Scott, the one we drafted.
He did that boy so bad. He was talking. He talked to him the whole time.
That boy rocked the babe on him and everything.
He talked to him the whole time. That what made it worse.
Man, y'all better quit playing with Jalen Tolbert. Then he got some dog in him. I didn't see a dude that wasn't confident. So that lets you know, man, there was a problem with the offense. That's what it was.
Flat out was a problem with the offense. Like, you listen.
You don't fix nothing that's not broken.
Like, Dak Prescott had a twinkle in his eye. He said this last part. That man, he just met his wife for the first time, man. He's being able to work with him day in and day out. It's new. It's refreshing. It's fun. Like, God, dog, cuz calm down.
Man, how many adjectives you gonna use, Dak? That let you know how happy he is, man. That's crazy. He know Mike McCarthy finna turn him up. He know this.
Yeah, Dak Prescott gonna have an MVP caliber season. I don't know if he'll be able to win MVP because he's Dallas Cowboy quarterback. But I know he'll at least be in the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Them boys. Then we got cooks, bro. I be almost low key forgetting about that. Man, we finna cook these boys, bro. Watch what I tell you. Dak finna cook, bro. I ain't never seen Dak not turn up with a good slot receiver. Never. In his career. He turned up all his slot receivers. And just imagine Cook being the slot.
Shock Child said Dak and Tolbert had an orgasm speaking about Karen Moore. Oh my God.
Straight up. He ain't lying though, man. That was crazy. Like, bro, I'm telling you, this is gonna be different. And he basically described as everything we were saying about the complexities of this offense is basically what kept him off the field. He said it without saying it. And then strangely enough, I wish I had my X-Files music. Strangely enough, you know what I'm saying? Strangely enough, as soon as he got out the interview, now he getting first team reps with Dak. A significant amount. Yeah, ain't that strange?
Jalen Tolbert taking a good amount reps with Dak Prescott at OTAs.
Not a bad amount. You know what I'm saying? A good amount.
They should have put the good. They didn't say he took a couple of snaps. He said he took a good amount. Like, you had to shake your head when you say that. He took a good amount.
Yeah. A good amount. Cause me, I'm so crazy. I had to break it down. I'm like, okay, if they said a route, that's one. You know, a couple, that's 2. 3 is a few. You know
A
what I'm
plethora.
saying? So
You
it's
said you
more
must
than
try to say
3.
a plethora. Like, oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? A good amount gotta be about 5 to 10. You know what I'm saying? He was
I think
getting
double
it
digits, man. It gotta be double digits.
in. Yeah. A good amount, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's more than half. Think about it. If it was half, we'll be like a decent amount. A good amount is like you won, you got over on the deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think a good amount would be like you got over on the deal. So that might be half of it.
Cuz said it looked like he was in the movie Get Out. In that interview, he survived killing more.
He really did.
Then this boy said, Dak better than me. I would have thrown more under the bus and backed that bitch up a couple times.
Hey, D Swift said he ain't
Like,
going.
hey, D Swift said he's not falling on the sword for anybody. Now listen,
bro, that's who Dak is.
Well, hey, Mike
That's who
McCarthy
Dak
is not Dak Prescott either, because he made sure to separate himself. He
On
like,
my
nah,
life.
we don't do that over here. You know what we
That's what made me fight for Mike, bro. That what made me fight for Mike. Cause I seen them playing with him, bro. Like, he in a compromising situation, bro. Like, Jerry and them was gonna throw Mike McCarthy clean under the bus. And I'm telling you, I did a pretty decent job analyzing the mind of Mike McCarthy. Was I not the guy saying that, bro, Mike ain't going out like that? What I told y'all, do y'all remember this? I said, bro, Mike ain't going out like that. I said, Mike gonna get him some weapons. I said that with pride, with my chest out. Real talk. I said that swole chested. Mike gonna get him some weapons.
Man,
and what
that
happened?
boy went out there and got Brandon Cooks. Man, hold on now. He got premier wide receiver though. People be forgetting that Brandon Cooks done had like what 6 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah. Shout out to Triple D with the $5 super. He says content. I think he said content off the chain today. I
Salute
appreciate
Triple
you,
D.
sir. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, like I said, who was in the trap with me? Because some people be probably thinking I just be talking. I said them words verbatim. I said, man, Mike McCarthy, the kind of guy he is not falling on the sword. When I seen him start saying he didn't like option routes, I said, oh, Mike ain't going. Mike is not going, bro. And you know Jerry Jones would have threw him under the bus too. If he would have played nice employee and never said that, on my life, he would have got fired and it wouldn't have been Kellen Moore. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. If Mike McCarthy would have stood up for himself, he would have been out of here. No lie. And Kellen Moore probably be your new OC.
Man, listen.
Well, your new head coach.
And we'd be in a much worse situation. Matter of fact, if Kellen Moore had stayed, I think that Dak Prescott would have probably wanted out of Dallas.
The way he talking now, he would have been. Hey, Dak would have demanded a trade the next day.
Man, for real. Because listen, there's no way that you can put me in this position, you know, and I'm struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like I had the worst season of my career with this man. Like I had the worst season of my entire damn career with this man, and now,
bro, Dak got Dak full of bullet holes trying to cover up for Kellen Moore. This man got all kind of wounds. He been getting shot at from every direction, every angle, trying to take up for Kellen Moore. Straight up.
He went out sad. He said, "Cuz said I get Tolbert hype, but realistically, was a good year for him as far as numbers. About 400 or 500 yards is all I can expect from Jalen Tolbert in the current position that he is in. Because, like you said, he would be a fourth option on this team." And, you know, like it's also going to be determined on the health of Michael Gallup. So if Michael Gallup is completely healthy, I say that like 400 yards, 2 or 3 touchdowns is a great year for Jalen Tolbert. If Michael Gallup is not healthy, I can see him getting 600 to 700 yards because of usage rates.
Shout out to King G for the $5 super, though. I appreciate you. But that's exactly right. Like, we're not saying that he's going to be an all-pro. We're not saying that. But we're saying that look, his skill set can add a lot to this offense. That'll be probably the cleanest way to say it. Now, once you say that, you got to think about what does his utilization look like. You know what I'm saying? How many snaps will he get? How many opportunities will he get? So I feel like he's a solid wide receiver for sure. And like I said on the show, Michael Gallup better tighten up. Like, and that's my guy. I fought West Coast. I went to LAX to fight West Coast about Michael Gallup. That's my guy. But October got a chance to come creeping up behind him and take that job, man. If Michael Gallup ain't the same, but to be fair, from what I've seen in the offseason from Michael Gallup, he's looking like he might be back. I'm just being real. He's looking like he might be back.
And listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like we love T.Y. Hilton, and he had under 200 yards. So, you know, it's really just about going out there and making plays for us. You know what I'm saying?
King G, I ain't saying he better than Michael Gallup. I'm saying he might be better than what we seen from Michael Gallup last year.
Yes, like we
that's what I'm saying.
We need the Michael Gallup, you know, from 2019, because the Michael Gallup from last year gave you under 500 yards himself. So you mean to tell me, no, that production cannot be matched? There's a lot of receivers that can give you 400 some yards and 4 touchdowns.
That's a Cedric Wilson
had like 600, 700 yards and 6 touchdowns.
See, King G, that's the only reason I'm even tolerating any Michael Gallup disrespect is because of the last
the last 2 years.
I'm talking about from my personal. I would have been like still like, okay, man, I like Michael Gallup. He did this. He ain't that bad. Cause then hold on, the last 2 years he got off another injury that year. Then
back-to-back injury seasons.
This what I'm saying. This what I'm saying. I was giving him grace for the injury. I was giving him the grace injury, grace. I say.
Listen, like so, once you start getting injured, you know, this is like his third injury. You know what I'm saying?
Availability is the best ability. I can't argue.
Hey, listen,
I can't argue.
That's the only thing. I'm not saying anything ill of him. I'm not saying that he can't run a route. I'm not saying he can't catch touchdowns. I ain't saying.
Can't just say, hey, no Gallup slam in the trap. But look, I learned this early. Like, this is not Cowboy related, but it's old. Y'all remember how gangster Bob Sanders was, bro? Bob Sanders was a great player for the Colts. My homeboy was a big Colts fan. So I was telling him, I'm like, bro, he just keep getting hurt, bro. I said, man, I promise you, if that man get hurt again, he ain't gonna be on the team. And my partner was like, what? You crazy, man. This Bob Sanders, man. I used to love how Bob Sanders played. Next thing you know, they released him. He was out of there. He was not on the team the next year because he couldn't stay healthy. He a phenomenal player, but he was always hurt. That right there show you the nature of the business. You know what I'm saying? That's a great player that couldn't stay healthy. They got him out of here. Like that, it just happens. So availability is king in the NFL for sure.
Listen, I'm not saying anything is wrong with them, you know, with Michael Gallup. I'm just saying, and like you said, due to injury, maybe I should have led with that. Maybe if I had led with that, they wouldn't have used words like slander. But because of injury, he's had under 500 yards the last 2 seasons. You know what I mean?
He hasn't been. Shout out to Justin Kitchen.
Hey, salute to Justin Kitchen, man. He said, best in the business, Henny, Landlord, West Coast. Hey, salute to you, my brother. We appreciate that support, my guy.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. But man, I'm probably gonna have to wrap it up now. I gave y'all an extra 30. Y'all don't beat me up. You know what I'm saying? Landlord got a small little weekend. Man.
Landlord, we're gonna let you make it because my wife is actually off today, so I have to go worry the hell out of her. So I got to get off too. So don't feel bad.
Take the chains out. Take the chains out.
I got to keep the chains on. So
I saying soft out hen in the building. But yeah, man, y'all already know, man. I appreciate all the love and support. You know, I go by Landlord from Alabama. And hey, before we leave, bro, I'm trying to get the 4K. I'm trying to get the 4K.
And I'm trying to get the 1K.
I'm trying to get the 4K. And we trying to get Henny to 1K. Okay? Let's get that done, man. Let's hit the like. Let's hit the share. We got goals to reach. That's why we on here every day. You understand? We on here every day trying to get it out here to y'all. We got goals to meet, and we need y'all help and support. We appreciate it, man. But shout out to everybody, man. You already know. I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on our social media. Come holler at your boy.
Indeed, it's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store. Hey, also y'all, the raffle is still going on. If you want to participate, you got between now and the 31st to get your entries in. They $5 a pop, and the winner will get a Dallas Cowboy jersey. So continue to hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. And, hit that Cash App as well. Y'all show Landlord some love for taking time out of his nefarious day to come over here to the liquor store drunk trap with us, man.
Listen. This is my first time having consecutive days off in a long time. Okay. I works crazy hours. So y'all be graceful to
Indeed. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you. And like I said, I want y'all to drink and drive responsibly. But if you see an Eagles fan in the middle of the road, I'm not gonna say.
Just smack him.
I'm
Just
not gonna
smack
say.
him this time.
Hey, I'm not gonna say to do it, but if you want to do it, I would. I'm trying to die these lawsuits, man. Hey.
You just made the sound effects. You know what I'm saying? To go on about the business.
Hey, man, y'all appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all. Peace. God bless.